Okay, in the last video session, just we have started file input-output operations. Okay, so as a part of file input-output operations, today I am going to discuss fwrite, fread functions. Fwrite, fread functions, especially these two are for writing and reading, performing reading and writing operations on data files. Okay, with respect to blocks of data, means up to last class just we have written some character by character and some meaningful information like student information, employee information. Suppose I want to write a structure records means employee records, student records or customer records, any kind of records you can write by using fwrite and fread functions. So the data which you are writing by using fwrite and fread functions are called as binary data. Means the binary data cannot be understood by humans, only it can be understood by systems. Okay, so what is the main advantage of binary information actually? So the processing becomes very fast. Okay, so if a user is unable to understand binary information, it means it is very advantageous to us, because if user is able to modify the information, so then there is no secrecy for the data. So as the user cannot understand binary information, there are no chances of modification of data. So in such a way, so binary input output becomes very efficient when compared to textual input output. Okay, so up to last class we have discussed about textual input output. Now using this fwrite and fread functions, we are going to manipulate records, means we are going to write structures. Okay, so the next two functions will be participated here. First function is fwrite function and fread function. Fwrite function, this is to write a structure record or a string array or a variable, whatever it can be. So we can write a array or we can write a structure and we can write a variable also. So we can write a structure. So how to write a structure? So in order to write a structure record, so we have this format fwrite. So the fwrite function is going to take 4 arguments. So what are the 4 arguments here? First one is address. Second one is size of the structure. Next one is how many records you wanted to store. And this is what? File pointer. File pointer which you want to write. Okay, once again I will explain. First one, address of the variable or address of the structure. Next, size. Okay, the size of the structure or size of the array, whichever you want to write. And next, third parameter is, so it is going to indicate how many records you wanted to write. And this, the fourth parameter is what? This is going to indicate file pointer, because using file pointer only we are going to write file input and output operations. And next, when coming to fwrite function, so fwrite function is going to write structure records, whereas fwrite function is going to read records from a textual file. Okay, again fwrite function also takes 4 parameters. So what are the parameters? First parameter is address of the structure or address of the array which you want to write. Next, the second parameter is what? Size of buffer. Buffer means the structure size. The structure size can be written. And the next third parameter is what? The number of records to be input. The number of records to be input from a data file. Next, fourth parameter is what? File pointer. Okay, using file pointer only we are going to perform any kind of manipulations. See, once again I will explain. Fwrite function is going to read records from a data file. So it is going to take 4 parameters. So what are the 4 parameters? First parameter is address. Address of the structure or address of the array. Size of the structure or size of the array. And third parameter is what? The number of structure records. How many you wanted to write. The last parameter is what? The file pointer. Okay. So this is about fwrite and fread functions, input and output operations on text on data files. Okay, just I will show one program live execution. Just you have a look. So before this, I will declare a structure like this: customer. How to declare a structure? Already in the previous classes we have discussed. First here I will write the structure. After that I will be moving on to program. How to write records, structure records, and how to read the records. That part I will explain. Okay. So first I am going to declare one structure called struct customer. or customer or employee, struct employee, anything you can take. So in this I am taking how many members here? Integer, ID, next float, or first you take salary, name, character, name. I am declaring name with 15 characters, and float, account number, or if it is employee you can take salary also. Okay, so this is about structure. So once this structure is written, how to write the data? So here I am using fwrite function. Remaining program, rest of the program I will show execution. So I have declared the structure, and for this structure I am giving a name called C. I am giving a name called C. Okay, so this structure is going to include 3 members: ID, name of the customer, and account number. So once this structure is declared, so I am keeping the name as C. Okay, so all the members of the structure you can access by using C variable, C.ID, C.name, C.account number. So in such a way you can access the details. So how to write the structure? First I will show this. fwrite, and address of the structure means you can say %C, because the structure variable name is C. Size of C. How many records you wanted to write? 1 record. And what is this? Let us say the file pointer name is CPTR, because it is customer PTR. So this is to write. So before this you have to read information from the keyboard. So after reading information into ID, name, account number, the information is available in the variable called C. Okay, so using C.ID, C.name, C.account number, you can read the information first. So after reading the information, in the next step you can write the record, customer record, C record, into the data file called CPTR. Let us say CPTR is pointing to a data file called customer.dat. Okay, so this is the writing process. So while retrieving, how to retrieve this? Again you have to say this is fwrite and if this is fread. Again same thing, %C, size of C, 1 comma CPTR, 1 comma CPTR. So this is how you can write and read records into data file. First I will show how to write a single record and how to read a single record. After that I will go for multiple records. So just to look at the screen, initially I have declared a structure called customer with 3 data members. So what are the data members actually? Just to look at this screen. Just look at this. So in the initial part, I have declared customer structure with 3 items like ID, name, balance. So this is a structure declaration. Like this also you can declare a structure member. In the previous examples, I have declared a structure member like struct customer C. So this is also another approach. You can declare a structure variable like this. So after that I am starting main function. So within the main function, what I am doing here? I am declaring a file pointer. Okay, so this is I have shown in the last video session. I think everyone remember this. cptr equal to fopen cust.dot. So the data file to be created is what? Cust.dot. So the mode of the file is w mode. Okay. So when you want to write the data for first time, so you have to use what? W mode. And CLR SCR. So take all the details from the keyboard first. ID. Okay. C.ID, C.name, C.balance. Okay. So after taking the details, so that customer record is available in C variable. So that record I am writing into which file? Cust.dat file. So how to write the data? Just you look at this. Fwrite, as we have discussed in the syntax, address of the structure. %C, size of C, and 1 comma cptr. So 1 indicates what? The number of records to be written. So just I wanted to write only 1 record at a time. Okay. 1, and next to cptr is a pointer name which is pointing to cust.dat file. So next step I am closing the file. In the next step you can use cptr equal to fopen cust.dot r mode. Okay. First time I have opened file with w mode, and second time I have opened the file with r mode. Okay. In the single step also you can open a file in the read write mode, that is r plus mode. Okay. So that is that in that way also you can do it. But for separating tasks I have been doing like that. For separating reading and writing operations I have been using this W and R mode separately. You can use R plus mode also. R plus means you can perform read and write operations. And after that, what I am doing here? After write function, so next I have to use what? fscanf also I have to use. Okay. So fscanf I will use over here. I could open here. Fread, sorry, not fscanf, fread. Fread %C, comma, size of C, comma, 1 comma cptr. Now the values are available in C. So in the next line what I am doing here? Using C I am printing all the values like C.ID, C.name, C.balance. Okay. This is about fwrite and fread for single records. Just I will execute this. Just you have a look. Customer ID suppose 512, customer name XYZ, customer balance 5000. See, I have given 512 XYZ 5000. Okay. Writing is over and reading is also over. So this is in case of single record. So if you want to print all the items in vertical, different lines, you remove this /t and put \n. Here also remove \n. Here you can control number of decimals by using 0.2. What is the error? Okay, this is undefined. Remove this. ID 123, name XYZ, balance 6000. Like this also you can print 6000. Only 2 decimals are displayed because I have given %.2f. So this is how to read a single record. Suppose I want to manipulate, I want to deal with multiple records. Okay. So in case of multiple records, so I can change this application like this. First you declare 2 integer variables like integer n comma I. N and I, these are for looping purpose. First you take user choice, how many records you wanted to enter. Printf take the user choice, enter how many records, when records you want to enter. Scanf So you take one for loop for I equal to 1, I is less than or equal to n I plus plus. So within the loop you perform all the things. Next, here you close the loop like this. And while reading also, you take one more loop. So for reading, I am giving for a while loop like this. While f read of ampersand c, comma, size of c, comma, 1, comma, cptr. Okay, so the meaning of this loop, while loop, is while f read ampersand c, size of c, 1, comma, cptr means it is going to all the records till end of file is encountered. So whenever end of file is encountered, what happens automatically? The reading job, scanning job is terminated. The meaning of this while statement, while loop, is it is going to fetch, it is going to read all the records from cptr file. cptr file. cptr, it is a pointer, it is pointing to cust.dat file. Okay, so whenever all the records are read, what happens here? Automatically the reading job will be terminated. Okay, just I will execute this. See the execution. Enter how many records you want to enter. Suppose my choice is 3 records I want to enter. Enter ID. This is for first record. 654, name, XYZ, balance 3000. ID. This is for second record again. 784, name, KSK, balance 3000. So this is for third record again. 987, name is LMN, balance 6000. See, this is the information. First record, second record, this is first record. 654 XYZ 3000, 784 KSK 3000 second record. Next record 987 LMN 6000. Like this, 3 records are displayed. Those 2 records. Second record 675 Raj. Gap between 2 records. 981 KSK 7000, 675 Raj 897. This is about multiple records reading and writing onto cust.dat file. Okay, just we look at cust.dat file. See, the information is in binary format which cannot be understood. Okay, like this. So this is completely binary input and output operations. So the advantage of binary input output operations is the performance of the application is improved and a human cannot understood. So if a human cannot understand the application, the data, so it is very safe. So if humans understand that language, there may be chances of modification of that particular file. So in the previous example, we have dealt with textual information. Okay, so the performance of binary input output is more than compared to textual input output. You're using f-read and f-read functions, you can perform binary input and output operations. Okay. So this is, see this is completely in half understandable, half not understandable, like this. This is called as binary format.